Hi, and welcome to another one of my videos on Thermomix and cooking made easy. I'm going to make a quick basil and tomato gnocchi. So that's what we're going to look at now. It's basically 10 minutes preparation time, which I've done a lot ready for the video, and total time of cooking 25 minutes with 6 portions. So it's a very nice, quick, easy one. Great for children because like pasta and gnocchi is all very potato, so it's the thing that children like. So it's a good, easy one to do. So I'm also going to show you on here breadcrumbs because that's also got breadcrumb topping. So we're going to make our own breadcrumbs as well. So let's get started on here. So I'm going to go to my week. I'm going to remove the Varoma dish out the way, taking out my measuring cup, placing that within the lid, and we can see here we have the quick tomato and basil gnocchi. Okay, so let's start cooking. So place the mixing bowl on the lid. Place a bowl. So actually I'm going to take that back out, place that there, and then we're going to put in some grated mozzarella. So here's some that I've chopped up. Hopefully enough. There we go. Okay, as I say, it tells you exactly step by step what we're doing. Set bowl aside, so I'm going to just move that out the way for the moment. And then our next step is going to do 2 slices of wholemeal bread cut in pieces, approximately 90 grams. Now, I have got some that I made the other day for a chicken Kiev breadcrumbs, so I'm going to use the rest of those, and then I'm going to also make some more because I also need to. It's not quite enough there. So I have some bread here that I've chopped up. Put that in. Okay. It's going to be under because I've already got some. 2 garlic cloves. So I have here my garlic. Put that in. 5 grams of fresh parsley leaves only. So we have that here. Just put that in. Okay. And next I'm going to put the lid on, insert the measuring cup into the lid, and then we're just going to turn that round to speed 8. A little bit noisy, just for 6 seconds. Okay, it's just touched the screen. I'll just show you those breadcrumbs. Oh, nice and colourful. There we go. You see that in there? Okie dokie. So I'm just going to scrape that down with my spatula. Okay, get the crumbs out and the parsley off the lid. Now, because I'm going to also use some breadcrumbs I already have, I'm going to add my breadcrumbs in that I already have here. Put my lid back on. Now I'm going to go back a step just to mix that all up together. So flexibility is there on your recipes. If you need to go back, if you chop something and it's not chopped fine enough for what you want, you can go back on the steps. You literally press back to the stage you are, okay, and to there, 6 seconds, and I'm going to turn it round again so I can just re-chop and mix in my other breadcrumbs with those ones. Great. Okay, so let's take that off. Down there. And there we can see those breadcrumbs there. So it's saying next, put them into the bowl with the mozzarella. So I'm going to put them into here. Hopefully they fit. Okay. I'm going to stir it up the mozzarella a bit now. Actually, it probably would have been better in a bigger bowl. Anyway. That's fine. Let's get the rest of those in. Parsley smells nice and strong, all mixed in with that garlic and the bread. There we go, and we're going to just put that to one side. For our topping, once we've made our sauce. I'll just put that over to there. These out the way. Okay, so our next step is put our garlic cloves in, so 3 garlic cloves into the mixing bowl. 3 to 4 shallots, so approximately 100 grams. As I say, it just depends what your shallots weigh. I always just put a whole shallot in, so I've actually got 93 because I didn't have another one that was that small that would take me over, so I'm just going to do that. That's fine, and just 10 grams of olive oil in there. Spot on, 10 grams. Okay, putting that lid back on with the measuring cup. 4 seconds to a speed of 5. So we're just going to chop those up. Okay, so I'm just going to now move that over. And I'm just going to check they're all actually pushing them down. I'm going to move them down into there before we do the sautéing. Let me just show you those chopped onions there. There we go. We can see the chopped onions chopped with the garlic, with the oil ready to sauté. Put that lid back on. So we're going 2 minutes, up to 100 degrees in temperature, around to a speed 1. Okay, so we then press next. I'm going to add in our passata. So I have some passata here. Let's reset that to 0. So 750 grams. Okay, a bit more here. Passata. Okay, so we're now going to put 1½ tablespoons of balsamic vinegar in. This is balsamic vinegar here. 1½ tablespoons. 1 and a half. And turn that up. Now, next things we have here, we have ½ a teaspoon of basil, ½ a teaspoon of chili flakes, ½ a teaspoon of caster sugar, teaspoon of sea salt, and ½ a teaspoon of ground black pepper, which I've already mixed up together here. So I'm just going to sprinkle those in. And then we're going to put back on that measuring lid. I'm just going to cook that for 10 minutes, temperature of 100 degrees. If we just look at the screen here, you will see the little figure 55 above that 100 degrees. That's because where we just did that sautéing and that, the bowl is still sitting at 55 degrees. So if you lift it off, it disappears. When you put it back on, if you look back at the screen, you can see it's still at 55. And that just shows you we're cooking to 100 and we're going to bring that temperature back up from 55. So it's 10 minutes. We're going on to here with a reverse blade. So that means we're going to use the blunt side of the blade so that all we're doing is stirring it round. We're not chopping it at all by having that reverse blade on. And it's just at a speed 2. Okay, we'll just leave that for 10 minutes. Okay, so we've now cooked up to 100 degrees. As we can see, it says on there, the bowl is at 100 degrees. Let's press next. We're going to add in 150 grams of fresh spinach. Let's just show you now. So if I can just show you carefully that cooked tomato in there. Our sauce. So I've got the spinach here. Reset to 0. I'm just going to put that in to wilt in with the tomato sauce. So it's a ready to eat washed baby spinach. into the sauce. Or I can add more. Okay, you can see that possibly in there. You just see that lift up that spinach tomato mixture all together. Okay, I'm just going to let that sit for a minute while it wilts. Okay, which one is it long? So, our next step here is telling us stir in with a spatula. Then it's saying to bring a large saucepan of water with sea salt to the boil. This is to cook our gnocchi. So we put in 1,000 grams of gnocchi and we cook it for 2 minutes less than what the packet indicates. And we drain using a colander and we put to a large oven-proof dish, which is something I did earlier. Now I'm using a mini gnocchi. It's a tricolore, so it's tomato, spinach and potato gnocchi. So it's very small, which is great. It's asking me to set the grill to a medium heat. There. And then we're going to just now pour that sauce that we've just made over our gnocchi. So just pour that through. Just grab that spatula. And there. Spread that round over. There. Lid on ready for a pre-clean. Just clear that the sides there. Okay, and then it's saying fold in 75 grams of mozzarella. So that's what I've got here. So I'm just going to sprinkle that mozzarella in and around. That's it, put that into there. And then we're just going to fold that all in with the gnocchi as well. So turning it over, folding in so that it all gets coated. The cheese. There we go. The heat's already starting to melt that mozzarella. Oh, it's a nice cheesy tomato, great for kids. There we go. So we've done that. Put that one up. Okay, and then it says finish with our reserved breadcrumbs topping that we made earlier. So I'm just going to take that there. This is the breadcrumb topping we made earlier. I'm just going to sprinkle that over. Spread up. Hands. Go. And then I can show you the finished dish there before we bake it in the oven. Okay, so we can see that there. And we're going to just bake that in the oven under a grill for about 3 to 5 minutes. As I say, it's a good one because we can also put this early, make this earlier in the day, and then just at the last minute we want to heat it through, put it on for maybe about 10 minutes to get it heated all the way through, because it's obviously just tomato and the gnocchi is already cooked, to give it a nice golden top. And they have a very easy, basic, quick tomato and basil gnocchi, which will be nice and filling. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that one, just showing you how we can make breadcrumbs by grinding up the bread, making them as quick as anything, making our own breadcrumbs. So as I said, I used it for Kiev, so there's lots of things we can use breadcrumbs for, making our tomato sauce and our breadcrumbs to give us that nice pasta bake. Okay, I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.